It's October 2nd, 2024. I am Matt Joel Pearl, and it's time to get in the weeds. And wait a minute. Why am I all alone? This is happening again. Listen, I'm going to pull the curtain back. I press live. My camera's dead set in the middle. Y'all are over here. I see the chat over here. I had no idea it was just me. So hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Are we going to air grievances today? Am I on my own? I'm going to do it all by myself. It's just me. Jeremy Lambert is probably out having a day off because that's what happens in this world. He gets a day off every once in a while. This is what he does. But I'm going to stay here and we're going to talk about a lot of things because at 10:30, that's in about half hour, a little bit less than that, we're going to have the second wrestling Maxwell Street Heritage Champion. His name is Sean Logan. Now, who is Sean Logan? Remember I tweeted something out maybe during Raw. If you follow me on the internet, tweet this out. This guy's going to join us at 10:30. That's right, Mr. Bug Eyes himself. And we're going to talk all about his appearance on Monday Night Raw. And of course, his work with Second Wrestling and many other places. We're going to do a TNA half-year review show. That's what we're going to do. I'm off this Thursday so that this is just a TNA review show for today. How about that? I'm sure eventually Jeremy will show up. We'll talk about NXT on CW for a little bit. How about that? Lots happened on that show. We'll cover some of Monday Night Raw. And of course, you know what? How about this? I have an idea. We're going to talk about the WBD AEW television deal for the last time. The last time. We're going to do it. And we're going to be finally done with it. And we'll never talk about it again. Ever. Not once in my life. And Jeremy will have to sit here and deal with it when we never talk about it again. If he wants to give his hot takes on the television deal, which I know he does, I know he loves giving big pocket watching talks on this program. That's what he does. He won't be able to do it this time. Instead, I'll have you guys leave a thumbs up on this video because you love me, right? You still love me. Even though we're solo, you still love me. And of course, you can go ahead and subscribe to us here at youtube.com/FightfulOverbooked. Go to FightfulOverbooked.com. Spoiler alert, it goes to the same place I just mentioned on YouTube. And of course, you can donate a super chat any amount, get your question or statement read on the air. Getting messages, people saying it's the last time, LOL, that we'll talk about the deal. No, it's the last time. We're never doing it again. After today, we're going to do a big countdown. And then just like the new year, we'll count down to 0 and the fireworks will go off. We'll say his name and he'll never appear again.
Joel.
Oh. Hi.
Joel.
Where'd you come from?
Are you ready?
Oh, no.
Joel.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I said, are you ready?
No.
Chat.
Chat. Okay.
Are you ready?
Are they ready?
Is everybody ready?
I think you got to scream it now.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, let's get ready to happy anniversary!
He did the thing. You used my thing. That sounds really awful if you take that out of context. Good for you. Better than a Tony Storm comment at a live Stardom event. Jeremy Lambert is here. Happy anniversary! I can't even get that high. It's my favorite. It's my favorite clip ever from any time. Like the Giannis one is great, but man, that happy anniversary one just lives rent free in my brain. Hi, Jeremy.
Hello.
Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you. Now, we used happy anniversary because, look, apparently AEW is doing 5-year anniversary. Good for who could possibly care. I'm celebrating 2 years of marriage. 2 years of marriage to my lovely wife, the ITW Anonymous GM, as she is known by in these parts. So that's what I'm here for. I don't wrestling could possibly care.
Right? Who needs wrestling? When you've got love,
possibly care.
When you've got love and someone in your life, bless you.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary to Jeremy and to his lovely wife. I like her more than you, but you and I work together, so that works too. How are you doing otherwise? Did you have a good day today? I'm half asleep. I'm running on barely any. I did not sleep well last night, so I'm gonna be unhinged, which is nice. Here we go.
It was a morning, we got 15 kids to take to 15 different places. So we did that. We went out and took a couple photos that may or may not end up on the internet. I don't know. And that was about that. And then we're going to go out later on this afternoon. I don't care about wrestling at all. Apparently there's some big deal that's maybe going to get announced. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends if if you're on FightfulSelect.com, then imminent. Imminently is the word of the day.
What does that mean?
Imminent?
Imminent?
Yes, imminent domain, maybe.
Imminent?
Imminent.
That's a rapper.
Right? Yeah, is it? I think so. They found the new 90210 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Hey, I gotta say this through the chat, hey, because this is the weird thing about StreamYard is if you send a super chat before the show goes live, the chat wipes out clean when you go live. Ryan, I know you sent a super chat. Yeah, so I can't see it anymore.
I have it.
I don't have it. So there, bring it up. Perfect.
Oh.
It legit, it like cleared out for me. I don't see it. So thank you for bringing it up. So the Motor City Machine Guns TV deal with WBD getting announced today. Yes, we're gonna announce all the deals all at once. All the same. Thank you, Ryan Lambert, for the super chat. You can get yours on the air as well. Any amount gets it up there. I will see it from this point forward.
Leave a thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. Get them fireworks going. Fireworks for a new television deal. 2 hours of us just talking about television deals.
That sounds terrible.
Ken Bruno dropping us a monstrous super chat. Thank you so much,
Jeez.
Ken. My goodness, and congratulations on your imminent anniversary. Can you say those two words together, Jeremy?
Imminent anniversary. I can speak.
You gotta think about it, though.
Well, yeah, I gotta think about a lot of things, Joel.
Seems bad. Shame you're gonna be on FS1 and not Fox proper, though.
Terrible. I'm pretty unfortunate. But, hey, TV money's TV money. What can you do?
We don't even know where we're going to be. If we make Fox and we make that Fox money, I don't care where they put us. Put us on Tubi. Just give us all your money. That's
can't find us on Fox. Can't find us on Netflix. Can't even find us on Tubi.
You can find us on beIN Sport. Actually, I shout out to MLW. They give us.
You can find us on X and Twitter, just like the NWA. We got as much traction as a 76-year-old wrestling company. Did you know they're the most historic wrestling company in the entire world? 76 years. The NWA has been going strong, and you can find us on the same streaming platform you can find them, everybody.
That's amazing because we are getting better viewership than them some days. They're the two NWA fans are going to come after us now. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they exist.
Did you hear that did you hear that they crowned a new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion last night 2 months ago?
Yeah, I wrote an article about the one that happened last night, even though it happened 2 months. Not quite 2 months. Let's give them some credit here. Unlike the tag team title change, which aired in September but took place in June, this title change aired last night, October 1st, took place on August 29th. So a month and a couple of days. That's better, at least.
4.5 weeks.
It's better compared to 4.5 months. Better.
That's fair. Well, I said 2 months. I wasn't too far off. Oh, I love this. Eminent.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. Feels like
everybody from that group doing.
It's pretty good. I'm still there.
Okay.
Yeah. Do they still have the mint? They put the eminent. I don't know, man. I'm done. TK should just show up on our stream and announce the TV deal.
What if I sent him this link and be like, hey, Tony, you want to come on our show and announce your TV deal?
Listen, there are people in the chat hypothesizing that because you tweeted about 90210 being,
factual,
that's why the TV deal is going to get an announcement very imminently, as it would be.
Factual. That's true.
You know, it's funny because I had plans to talk about NXT for 30 minutes just so we can get us to 10:30 when our guest Sean Logan is going to be with us. But here we are talking about television deal. Feminimminent.
Well, we got to talk about it because after today, we can no longer talk about it.
That's true. We have to give our hot takes now. The deal is a big old failure, and the company will no longer survive after tonight. That's the hot take, right?
Yeah, it's a failure because, you know, they're only going to be on 2 to 3 different networks and not 15. And
right.
Instead of $1 billion, they're only getting like 800 million. So complete failure on their part.
That 200 million, that's the difference between a Lamborghini and a new G-Wagon. I don't know. I don't buy cars.
Bugatti?
Sure, why not? Bugatti Sexarosa.
Beamer, Benz, or Bentley?
In the mud. They have a new deal, but they're going to be canceled. The first week back, new deal, bam, canceled. Show goes under, we're done.
What is the grift now for the TV deal? Now that it's like out there, now that they sign it, what's the grift? I think we should, you know what we should do, Joel, since we got time to kill before Sean Logan joins us. We gotta come up with the grift for the podcasters. All right, everybody. Since nobody makes real content anymore, I ask because I'm not sure. Does anybody make real shit anymore? Since somebody makes no content anymore, we're gonna program these other podcasters. We're gonna program the grift for everybody. Okay.
Okay.
What?
So far, chat's talking about Ring of Honor. I don't know if that's sexy enough as a grift because
Ring of Honor ain't drawing, brother. Yeah, literally.
The people watching Ring of Honor are the people who are doing reviews on their shows and their channels about Ring of Honor. People mentioning it's a 3-year deal. You can easily you want to make it a tribalist deal. You can talk about WWE got upwards of a 15-year deal. Well, why couldn't AEW get a 15-year deal with WBD? You can go and grift with that. You can work on that.
What about Warner owning part of the company? And it's like, they're only on Warner because Zaslav owns part of the company. And the moment Zaslav gets tired of it, the moment he sees these ratings, the ratings continue to drop. That feels like what it's going to be, right? Is the viewership numbers. The viewership numbers have gone from 1 million to 700,000, and hopefully they continue to hit 700,000. But the rating, imagine if they dropped to 500,000. Oh no! Oh, they're gonna get canceled. The ratings are too low. They can start putting out fake ratings like WWE did. WWE had some fake ratings. I don't think they put it out there, but they had fake ratings yesterday.
I am curious about where that came from. I'm very. There were some people who thought maybe that was someone getting back at someone else, but it was very. I don't know. I saw the fake number and I was like, okay, and then I moved on with my life as I typically do when I see numbers, and then the other numbers came out and I was like, okay, and that was that. I moved on with my life and said, okay, the other number was a nicer number for the company than the other number. Guess what happens either way to me? I make no more money.
I think the talent budget is a good one. Boris mentioned that one.
Yeah.
I think the talent budget. They're spending too much on Will Ospreay. What's he doing for the attendance? What's he doing for the viewership? Because you can use fumbled. Everybody loves to use that word. You know what I'm saying? So you can put that in a nice graphic. Will Ospreay fumbled the bag. Tony has fumbled the bag on Will Ospreay, right? And then you do the big bug out.
But the big bug eyes and the open mouth. You got to hit him. Yeah, that's the one. You got to hit him with one of these. But then the other side of it is that they'll talk out of both sides of their mouth because they'll say, "Oh, you saw Will Ospreay with all this money," and then they're going to be like, "You got to open up the purse strings and bring in AJ Styles and bring in Kevin Owens and make a big difference," and it's going to be all that just to quantify their absolute ridiculousness. But they don't book Okada well, though. I kind of fall on that sometimes. I do kind of agree with that, but that's just me. Okada can do what he wants to. to.
I think the inmates running the asylum. That's a
That's
fun
good.
one
Yeah,
that people like to use. So
WCW all over again.
yeah, creative control. That maybe we can start pushing a creative control narrative out there. John Moxley won't lose because he has creative control. They wanted to put Darby Allin over John Moxley, but John Moxley said no. John Moxley's like, no, it makes more sense if I face Bryan at Wrestle Dream. John Moxley using creative control?
I had to find it again. Oh god. Yeah, it's where are the stories? Where are the stories? John Moxley runs
See,
the
you
asylum.
can't do the story stuff too often. 'Cause you gotta like I know that's the hits. Sometimes you gotta go out there and ladies and gentlemen Wonderwall, but sometimes you gotta give them something a little bit new out there. So John Moxley, creative control, that's a new one. That's a good one.
They're gonna start calling him Mox Hogan. Hulk Moxley. Well, you know something, bro.
I mean, John Moxley, that doesn't work for me, brother. That'd be great.
Then you need Mox to lean in on it and just come out and say it.
Oh, I like this one, Sean. I like this one. Tony Khan bad at business because he didn't take other deals. But then if they end up on Fox, that one gets knocked away pretty quickly.
I think we've learned very quickly that there are some facets of communication where you can say whatever you want and nobody will fact check you on it. So you can go with it if you want.
Fox sees AEW as second rate because they couldn't keep WWE. Is that how you spin that one?
Yep. That's how
AEW gets sloppy seconds with Fox.
What is it with AEW and sloppy?
I need like a spoon. Sloppy seconds?
Oh, I got a fork. That's the
you have
best
a fork? Oh, nice.
Fork.
Yeah, I don't have anything that could be used as like a utensil.
Before anyone gets weird, I've got a fork because I had breakfast before we went on the air, and I put my plate over on the other side of the room. I didn't have time to go to the kitchen and put my thing in the sink.
Can we do the too violent one? That's a hit. That's another hit right there.
Yeah, we can use too violent.
That's all around the world, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Ken's got a good one. They're a far right promotion because they're on Fox. AEW and NWA working together. Yeah, the AEW sloppy shop now on FS1.
Do you think that sloppy Tonys? Oh, here we go. My lovely wife. I'll take the giant one for the dramatic effect here.
Serving spoon.
Yeah, it's a giant AEW sloppy shop. There you go. There's a caption for everyone.
And of course. Oh my goodness.
Keep this around in case I need it later on. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen on this dumb show?
Reverend Survivor saying it should be a ladle. The next pay-per-view.
Use the fork and pretend to stab yourself, Joel. Come on.
That's true.
What are you doing here?
Are we too violent?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Oh god. When is
need to get the pizza cutter back?
I've got one in the kitchen.
What else can we do out there? With
the Nepo baby silver spoon.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that we can spin that the other way. Tony Khan using Shad's money and silver spoon, Tony.
It's got to have like a big sheen on it, like a big...
It needs like a dollar sign or something. Somebody edit a dollar sign on here. Silver spoon, Tony.
I mean, the thumbnail that I made today was like the dumbest thing. I sent it to you in advance just because I was like, this was the idea and I'm not going to change. The stupid hand, the clip art where they're shaking hands and they got the things over their faces. Oh, God. It's awful. This is what we do on this show.
Yeah, Tony paid Warner Brothers Discovery to keep on the air there, you know. Nobody's really run with the swerve saying he can do whatever the fuck he wants. I thought people were really gonna run with that of like Tony Khan has no control of the locker room. Swerve can do whatever he wants. The talent just outright saying they can do whatever they want. How can they do this? And as inmates running the asylum, we need the prison bars, something. It's like
Okay, hold on. Meet Normus just gave me a great idea. So it says, "Hello, bruvs." Hello. And he says, "AEW is the worst t-shirt company I've ever come across. Great wrestling, though. You know what you need to do? You buy $4,000 worth of t-shirts from AEWshop.com. You have it ordered and you make an entire video about how you bought all these t-shirts and they cost too much money and you're not going to return them and you're going to keep them, and then you burn them. You take a hammer and you start hammering them, and then you find out that you didn't actually order from AEW shop. You order from like AWE shop and it was just a big fake, and you just gave a bunch of scammers money." I go deep. If you know, you know.
I like Jason's caption. Tony swerving too much when he drives towards booking. Need like a steering wheel. I definitely don't have a steering wheel around here, but need like a steering wheel. Tony swerving when he drives.
Yeah, BR out of business because of AEW pay-per-views or draws. Shout out to our chat for both understanding what this show is and playing into the bit with us, because there would be some people watching this being like, "They're speaking ill about AEW and that's awful." Like, oh no, don't worry. We got plenty to talk about later on when we talk about the 5th anniversary show.
Oh man. What else we got, chat? We had 6 more minutes to kill here.
That's true. Otherwise, I'm going to start talking about how TNA couldn't do a show in 24 hours notice, and I was wrong.
I told you.
I
told you, Joel. You had too much faith.
I had too
much faith.
I had too much faith in the post-production crew that I also praised in that 2 minutes on Monday. Should have figured this out. Typing a paragraph as you speak, says Henry. Thank you. Get it out there. Just the worst people.
Like this one. Dynamite a tax write-off for David Zaslav. Is Tony Khan a charity case?
Oh man.
I like this.
Hey, shout out to Adam Barnard. He just announced that he joined SI. Like a lot of people have. He just he's joining the team. Good for him.
Good for him. Adam rules.
One of our dudes. He'll always share posts with me, which I appreciate, putting himself over, because that's what you do. However, why can't he give me the scoop on him working for SI so that we can break it on our show?
Yeah, really. Nobody gives us any scoops. Zarian's cheating on us.
I know. I have to get scoops from him by sending him text messages. And I'm like, "You want to come on the show today?" He's like, "Gotta work." I'm like, "It's horse shit. You don't gotta work." Ryan Lambert saying TK holding back wrestlers from quitting AEW. Oh, Penta playing the best Fafo game in the game.
Well, that was hilarious. So shout out to Luis Polito, who translated the juicy portion of that interview where Penta talked about his contract. He's like, "Yeah, I'm under contract to AEW. I don't want to talk about these other promotions because I can't talk about these other promotions. I'm not worried about them. They're not booking me. If they want to book me, I'll gladly show up, you know? The smile on my face. Whatever you need me to do, boss, I'll be here." Like, all right, I guess if you say so.
I love how someone told Penta to use the words present. Like, yes, you are presently under contract to AEW. As of this moment, when you say those words, that is where you are. That is correct. However, in a moment's notice, when that ends, your present will be literally anywhere else. Like, you're not pulling one over on anyone here, buddy.
He's not lying, though. He's not lying.
Yes, there was a lawyer who told him this is the way to do it, and he just went with it. The lawyer is probably Mark Sterling, but at least it's someone in the law field.
It's Beast Mortos.
It probably is.
I like how there's like 2 lawyers in wrestling. It's either Mark Sterling or the Stephen P. New guy. That's it. Can you guys not get anybody else?
Have you met wrestlers? Go ahead. Get me a wrestling lawyer that you think is worth their weight in gold.
It's 2 dudes out there, and one of them can't spell correctly.
First of all, how dare you? I'll have you know that Mark Sterling is a very good speller.
Mark Sterling seems fine. He does all the trademarks and stuff, but that other guy, over here misspelling names in legal documents, and it's like, how much is your like case gonna hold up when you can't even properly spell the name? I'd point to that. And so here's a story for everybody. Ever do mock court when you were in school, Joel?
Yeah, I remember doing that.
Okay, so I was the lawyer for my friend in mock court. He's my best friend in like middle school or something. And the court was the mock trial that we did was the big bad wolf blowing down the houses, right? So I had to defend the big bad wolf. My friend was playing the big bad wolf. I had to defend the big bad wolf. Here was the genius of my lawyer. I could be a lawyer with this level of thinking. So the other side comes into this trial and they got a photo of the big bad wolf. Like, see, this is the big bad wolf who blew down all the houses, right? They have this picture. Picture has a brown tail. They clearly didn't think this out too well. Picture has a brown tail on this photo of, see, this is the man who blew down the houses. That's what they argued. My friend dressed up as the big bad wolf. You know what color his tail was?
Black.
White. I said, the big bad wolf here, he's got a white tail. Your photo, brown tail. If the tail
I
don't...
I knew this was going there.
If the color of the tail don't fit, you must acquit. And I won the case for my friend. All because they used a photo of the big bad wolf with a brown tail, not knowing that my friend was going to show up with a white tail. So I got the big bad wolf off. Not like that. Pause. I got him free. The big bad wolf was free. And then we all ate pizza from Lou the Gentles.
Don't make a Starbucks joke. Don't make a Starbucks joke. Don't make a Starbucks joke. Oh, God. Yeah, that's... I knew it. I'm so upset. I saw it coming from a mile away.
I didn't use that line. I didn't. I was too young to like understand all of that back then. But you know, nowadays I would have. That's all you got to do to be a wrestling lawyer, though. I'd take one look at that document and I'd be like, who's Tony Khan with a C-A-N? Tony Khan? Who's that? He doesn't work. Throw this shit out. You can't spell the president's name correctly in your legal document. Get this thing gone. Dismiss it.
More like Tony can't bring this to court.
Tony can't secure $1 million for the TV deal.
This is where I wish I had the horn. But it's
we
like
have that. It just sucks.
Oh, that's true. The one that we have is awful. Yeah, it messes up the rest of our audio when we do it.
Well, what can you do?
Oh, yeah. CM Punk got everyone Malnati's. Lou the Gentle is what I want to call it from now on.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Lou the Gentle. It's just funny to me.
You got to buy off your fans somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. David Zaslav should open up Dynamite tonight.
Oh, could you imagine? I hope Tony opens it up just for the hell of it. It was so dumb last night. Shawn Michaels comes out. Like, fine. Shawn's not on front of the camera too much, but there's Triple H just popping it. He's just like...
I was like, oh, that son of a bitch just couldn't help himself.
Are you ready? Shawn. Hey, Shawn, I'm over. Are you ready, Shawn? Shawn, please. I don't want to be talked about, guys. I don't want to be in front of the camera. But here I am. I need the camera. Are you ready? If Shane McMahon fucking comes out tonight, I'm going to lose it.
I'm going to laugh so hard.
Absolutely lose it.
You're going to lose it because you would be upset that you didn't make the trek to Pittsburgh for the show.
Yeah, that's true.
When you found out on Monday that Danielson had a match and that it was versus Okada, were you like, were you moved? Were you like, oh, should I go? Or were you like, oh, that'll be fun to watch on TV? Like, did it push you anymore to like, maybe we can make the plans, maybe we can go? Or was it kind of like, okay, that's happening?
We had a conversation and we discussed things. It was just wasn't going to work, and I want to spend my anniversary with my wife, not at a wrestling show.
Okay, that's fair. I honestly, like, the second that the match was announced Monday night, I got it Tuesday morning because I went to sleep. Okay, remember how at the end of Monday's show, people were making jokes how I was going to stay up until the second hour of Raw and then go to bed? Well, so here's the thing. I went to bed. I'm a simple man. I hear the Miz's music and I know he has a match and I'm like, oh, we're done with this. And I was like, I'll catch up in the morning. Turns out I missed like everything in that last half an hour. I knew I was going to miss the last Monster Standing match.
Yeah, you knew that was going to be good.
And I did.
Right.
And I did. And I was like, I'm going to watch this with fresh eyes because I know I will enjoy it better, not when I'm like half asleep and tired and just not super invested. And then, of course, like you missed the Miz turn, which like not a big deal, but it's like one thing that happened. And then they did the match. And then Seth Rollins comes back and it's like, it's another thing that happens. And Braun Strowman tore his groin and walked like he was in peril. And still hit a big old, yeah. God bless Bronson Reed for finishing off that match with Strowman. Yeah, so I went back. I watched everything. I watched the last half hour yesterday, and yeah, man. I listen. I enjoyed Raw, but when I heard the Miz at like 10:30, I'm like, we're done here for now. And then Miz showed up last night on NXT, and I was like, really? You just turned him heel. And now we're gonna do this, eh? Okay.
Yeah, he could play. He still plays the heel. Like it was fine. That segment was fine.
It was just weird to like. It's like the strange. They did it with Punk too, right? Where Punk came out on that one episode of Raw, gave his grovelly promo, and then the next night showed up on NXT. Is like, now that I got all the serious shit out of the way, how does it feel to be alive in the state of Florida and the city of Orlando, where all these teams play and you love everything, and I'm so happy, and so are you. Hooray! That's kind of what we got, but the other side of that with the Miz, where Miz was, turned bad one night and then the next night he was still bad, but he just did his whole thing. Yeah, I missed the last Monster Standing match live because I needed a nap. And by a nap, I mean some sleep because God knows I haven't gotten gotten much of it.
Seth Rollins returned. You missed Seth freaking Rollins.
I did. I have questions for when our guest arrives, when Sean Logan arrives. We're going to find out how he pronounces his name because I think it's dependent on where he works. Somewhere I've seen him pronounced as Logan. I've seen it as Logan with an A, but he's Login, but he is also known as the influencer in Second Wrestling, and that who gave us this man to talk to. And why are we talking to him? Because he gave me the absolute best face from all of Monday Night Raw right there. Look at that face. That is when the edibles hit face right there.
What? I'm fascinated by the person behind him.
With that head? That Megamind looking motherfucker.
I'm not going to make fun of him.
Look at him. Look at that head. That is a smooth, bald head.
What was the little, not Mr. Potato Head, but it was like a kinetic thing where you draw on the face. People don't.
Harry.
Is that what it's called? Harry?
Yeah, we took the hair and you can add the hair with
yeah.
Yeah, it was Harry something.
Yeah, he looks like Harry and Sean Spears had a kid.
It's Carl Anderson. This is wish.com Carl Anderson, maybe.
See, I see more Sean Spears.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Give him that tuft of hair on top.
Yeah.
Look at that beard. That beard goes in his mouth.
Louis with the 8-head joke. I was reminded of all about the Benjamins and Mike Epps. You ain't got a 4-head, you got a 5-head. Yeah, your 4 so big you project movies on that thing. That movie rules.
I love that line. Let's catch the super chat from Meet Normus. Sup, partners? Let's
Wooly Willy. That's who it is. Who's Harry?
I don't know. Harry is Harry because he's got hair. Maybe they called it something. Wooly Willy is the right answer. Anyway,
Wooly Willy. Jesus.
Meet Normus asks, which was worse, the fizzled barbed wire death match or Braun and Bronson's ring disruption? I need both done right in the same match. So basically, Meet Normus is like, he needs the barbed wire death match, everything to explode while the ring collapses at the same time. That's impressive if you can do it.
Yeah, that ring gimmick wasn't great. And apparently, according to WrestleVotes, they weren't too thrilled with it either. And I just kind of like that. That was it. Wasn't, I think Pulowski posted one from Big Show and Braun where like it really collapsed. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good spot, especially compared to this one. I think it was fine.
7 takes in 2 seconds while we're at it. The one that Pulaski, I was like, oh god, I got sick watching it.
Yeah, this one was a little anticlimactic for a ring collapse. But, what can you do? These stunt coordinators don't work like they used to. Back in my day, we had real stunt coordinators, not this nonsense nowadays.
No, back in your day, they hired a cheaper stunt coordinator because the one that they originally had said this isn't a safe idea, and then they bought a cheaper one. And well, go watch the McMahon documentary and find out what happens next. Unfortunately, I would like to see an exploding barbed wire death match between Swerve and Hangman. Meet Normus has a good idea in the chat.
How'd that look?
Hopefully better than the last one. Pretty.
I don't know. Can you do? So here's the thing. Like they were able to get away with the explosion wasn't good, but they were able to like get away and do that because there were no fans. Like you can't do something like that unless you're running like a stadium. So you can't do that in an arena.
So what you're saying is, I don't know, maybe sometime in July at a ballpark, maybe the middle of Texas, biggest show of the year. People,
they can do it.
Yeah, the only thing is, it's a baseball field in Dallas in the middle of July, and they still have to play at that venue. So I don't know how you do it, if you do it at all.
I feel like they can do it. I feel like it could work there.
I don't know. So here's the thing: I've never been to an event at a baseball field that wasn't baseball. That's a lie. I've been to the Rogers Center, but the point, like for non-baseball stuff, but like I've never been to an actual baseball. It's mostly baseball. I remember when the big four of metal, thrash metal, came to Yankee Stadium. That was a big deal, and they did it in a way where you couldn't, like, they tarped off the entire diamond, and you couldn't go anywhere on the diamond because they didn't want you messing up any of the baseball related stuff. I don't know if that's a big deal where they're going to be in July. So I don't know if you could do something like that and get away with it.
Yeah, I don't feel like they're going to go back to that or anything. It happened. It was an unfortunate incident, and they don't need to. They should do it tonight. Just big fireworks celebration.
Burn down VIP tickets
by blowing up the ring.
Do it at Grand Slam. Do it at Grand Slam. Do it in Australia.
Oh, I thought you were saying in New York. I was like,
no. That's a.
They got firework laws and like they got firework laws elsewhere, right? Like America doesn't care.
That's true.
What are the firework laws in Australia? It is illegal to buy, possess, or discharge fireworks unless you hold a pyrotechnics or single-use license. So I guess they could theoretically get away with it.
So this is actually a really interesting comment. Henry's saying that Texas in July is like 100 degrees. And yes, it's very hot. And I'm listening to 5 years ago audio from like Wade Keller and Todd Martin. And like they talk about where the hot spots are. And I don't mean hot as in like degrees. I mean like the hot spots for wrestling at the time. And he mentioned Chicago, and they mentioned, everywhere that AEW was going or planning to go at the time. And there was talk about Texas, and Todd Martin makes the comment. He's like, and this was 5 years ago, where he says like, yeah, Texas in the summertime is not a fan destination because it's so bloody hot. And I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute, next July they're going to be in Texas and it's going to be bloody hot. And it's not me saying like what Todd is saying is it's going to like be a failure for All In, but I definitely think about the fact that it's going to be 100 degrees, and yeah, Globe Life has a roof. It's still hot as hell outside. Like you still got to get to and from. It's just hot. That's all. They ran the Rumble in Arizona, and I was there, and it was January, and it was still pretty hot during the day.
They should bring out Nelly.
I heard I heard one of his songs in the grocery store the other day. I felt old.
Really? What song?
The one everybody knows.
There's a lot. I know a lot of Nelly songs.
Like the first one that everybody knew.
Underlay, mommy,
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one that. Oh, come on,
We
the one
going
that
downtown, baby. Low
Yeah, that's
street
the
in
one.
the Range Rover,
that's
street
the one.
sweeper, baby. Pop, ready to
That's
let
the
it
one.
go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, what? Listen
Yeah,
to
that's
it
the one.
now. Light it up and take a puff. Pass it to me now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
They played that in the grocery store?
yeah, they're playing that one. There's a radio version, I guess. Yeah, it's Country Grammar, but I thought that was the name of the album. I guess that was also the single.
I feel like they would play like Ride With Me in the grocery store.
Yeah, so did I. But I was.
You
I
want to
just
go and take a ride with me? 3 wheelers in the
Oh, that one I
and
know. I know that.
cozies,
I know
oh,
that.
why?
Yes, I know that. Yeah, the best song about doing a drive-by. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
He should perform at Grand Slam though.
yeah,
He should do Hot in Here, but Hot Out Here.
hot out here.
Hot out her.
Not as connective. Although I am hashtag all in to beat Walden, so maybe we can use that.
That's what I'm saying.
Really come around.
Yeah, we gotta get Nelly. Is Nelly a good person? I don't know at this point. I feel like they all suck. So.
Like everybody just sucks. We're the only good ones.
Like all these people are terrible. Like I was listening to Kanye the other day, and the wife was like, "Don't listen to that. What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I can separate Kanye the terrible human from Kanye the person who made Monster." All right, like that's a good song. What do you want me to do?
You know what? If AEW really wants to get the fans through the door, they gotta ditch that hip hop shit, right? Am I right, fans? Am I right, white male bearded wrestling fans? Maybe you should have I don't know, Limp Bizkit come around. Limp Bizkit, Skillet, and Stained all performing it all in Texas. I got you. That's it.
If Limp Bizkit performs, I'll go to that show.
I would actually love to see Limp Bizkit.
They're apparently like bringing back the Warped Tour. The wife was telling me about this.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
This is bad. All in 99.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm all for it. Going to Texas. Going down to Texas. Gonna have myself time.
Fred Durst singing about sex on AEW.
He doesn't even do. He does Behind Blue Eyes. That's all he gets to do. And it's just him singing at the backing track. I'm sorry.
I don't mind that song except for that weird like bridge in the middle of it. I was like, what is this? Why are you putting this on this song? Otherwise,
Fred Durst, baby. That's Fred Durst.
Nah, we need him singing just Nookie out there,
I'm all for it. LFO. The lead singer of LFO is dead.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he died a year ago or something.
Is that they sing that New Kids on the Block song, right?
Yeah.
New Kids on. I don't know that song. I only know the Eminem lyric of "New Kids on the Block suck a lot of dick, boy, girl, groups make mistake." That's the only. I only know the justification by Eminem, not the actual song.
Yeah, there's only one member of LFO, and there are three former. Unfortunately,
LFI, Roosh, Beast Mortos, and Jolistico. LFI performing LFO songs. Could you imagine? That's how we're bringing the ratings up, baby.
Now we're just rebooking 3 Count in AEW.
Yeah, 3 Count fucking ruled.
That's right. Oh, you know what? You got to bring Evan Courageous in for a payday just to have Tony Schiavone bury him on the air. Oh, if you know, you know. That's some old school, what happened when lore. He loved that shit.
If they get Sabrina Carpenter, they're doing something. I'm trying to get the wife to listen to Sabrina Carpenter. She's not having it.
Oh, your wife just messaged me being like, 2 out of 3 of LFO are dead. No, I give you one better. 3 out of 4. Okay. The only one still alive is Brad Fischetti.
I'm sure
he's not great.
So. This is who obviously needs the headline.
Yeah. With arms wide open.
So I'm picking up the kids the other day, and Creed comes on the radio, right? Wife does not care for Creed. Don't hold that against her, everybody. Wife doesn't care for Creed. Creed comes on the radio, and I turn it up. I was like, this is the greatest band in the world right here. You tell your mom, you tell your beautiful mother that we listen to Creed on the way home, and it's the greatest band in the world. And this is the best song right here as well. It wasn't Higher. It was My Sacrifice. So, you know.
Did you show him the video?
No, because I was in the car. I can't show him the video.
Oh, it's your choice.
I was in the car.
Okay.
So what I did is I called the wife, and I got her on speaker. And me and the kids are just singing Creed. And she is just listening. She has to listen to this. And we're just going, My Sacrifice. And then the song ends and we get home. And she just goes, I hate you. And that was the last. And then I hung up.
And that was the last time you ever spoke to your wife. By the way, just so everyone knows, I have actual footage of Jeremy and the 27 kids singing Creed at that particular moment.
Yeah, there you go.
The 27 kids look very old.
Look at this. This is shot by Mouse,
yeah.
Billy Stark's father. I got a professional photo by a professional wrestling photographer jamming out to Creed at a wrestling event.
While you're driving the car. You drive like an old man, but at least you're driving the car.
I saw Trevor Outlaw at Cole's show last month. Trevor was there, and we briefly spoke. I was very mad. I was like, "You using Creed tonight?" He's like, "No, I'm not using Creed tonight." I was like, "Oh man, Iron Sheet, you gotta use Creed." He's like, "Nah, like it's a special occasion there." I was like, "Yeah, I understand." So I spoke with Trevor a little bit about things. I should have told him to like throw a pumpkin at me or something so he get some heel heat, but I didn't.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Cole Radrick coming back to the ring. Yeah, come on. Listen, just because he's going to put you through a table at that event, you're going to go. You're going to go to New Jersey.
GCW. Am I going to New Jersey? Are you kidding me?
You're going to go.
Sounds terrible.
We'll go to the Showboat on October. Was it 12 or 13? 13, 14?
I 100% will not.
On Canadian Thanksgiving weekend, you will go to the Showboat in October in New Jersey, and you will go find Cole Radrick, and you will say, "Cole, welcome back. Congratulations. Here's the table." And
I can't get booked on a GCW show. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I was just do it in the back. I don't want you to do this with people.
That's terrible.
Oh, it sounds incredible. I think, chat, would you be all about it? Let's do it. Come on.
GCW can't meet my rate, so.
What is your rate? I mean, Jeremy.
A whole lot of money, so I don't have to actually do this.
A whole lot of money. What is a whole lot? A lot of people have questions about that.
More than GCW is gonna afford. That's for sure.
You're being called more credible than Denise Salcedo in the chat.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
Are you gonna open up your own website too? Is that what we're doing?
That's
shout
not
out
true
to
at
Denise.
all.
Oh my goodness. What
pops me. It pops me. I listen to Denise's interviews and it always pops me. She's like, "We're here with so-and-so." And she's like, "Welcome to the channel." I like that she welcomes them to the channel. I don't know. It's just funny.
That's what Sean does. Sean says welcome to Fightful when he opens up his stuff.
Yeah, but like he like welcomes the people and stuff. But like he doesn't say that with like a guest. You know, the guest is always like, "It's Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful. We're here with a name you know." That's Sean's like opening thing is we're here with a name you know.
Not a name that they know. What does he say? Does he just lie to the people?
Yeah, basically.
Is he insinuating that we know everybody? Is that what we're doing? And if we don't know, now we know?
But Denise always does, like, she says, like, welcome to, like, she welcomes the guest. We're here with Kalani Jordan. Kalani, welcome to the channel. It's just fun. It's funny to me. It pops me. Because, like, it's the whole channel. You know, we say, like, welcome to the show. Thanks for, like, being on the show and everything. She's like, the whole channel. You are now just part of the whole channel.
It's part of the contract. There's an exclusivity. There's a 90-day exclusivity window when you appear on Denise's channel.
It rules. Denise is fantastic.
Yeah,
it just pops me that she does that.
Good for her. Yeah. I'm glad that this is this is the thing that you latch onto, and I mean positively that this is one thing that like catches you when she does it.
When you listen to so many of these interviews and stuff, like you just start noticing little things that people don't pick up on at all and don't care about, and it's just like, sure. And like, I notice it because I listen to so many of her interviews. Yeah, she does a very good intro. She knows this. I literally messaged her yesterday. I was like, hey, it pops me when you do this. And she's like, oh, thank you. So she's like, you're fucking stupid. Thanks, Jeremy.
Oh, well, you're my favorite stupid idiot. Oh, okay. Let's hit a couple super chats here. Will Chisholm saying, I know Julia losing was a choice, but if the end game was her winning in a PLE, I'm okay with it. Julia did not win the NXT Women's Championship. Like,
did they fumble Julia?
Like, we've been saying for months now.
I'm gonna keep using this stupid face.
I will never stop using.
You see this face? This is a stupid face that I'm gonna use for bits.
Remember when we were using those for a short amount of time on our main channel?
I do. We never, I wasn't on main channel enough on the post shows to like use that. I always wondered why like we were doing that. I understand it. I get it. But I was like, do people really want to see this?
No, the answer was no, because it didn't do shit for our algorithm. You gotta have catchy titles and clickbait. That's what I've learned. That's why today's show is called "Can We Finally Stop Talking About the AEW Television Deal?"
We've done a good job of like not talking about the actual deal because we don't know about the deal. Once we actually know specifics, we'll talk about it. But that may or may not happen during our show today.
Who knows? So anyway, yeah, Julia. She had the match against Roxanne Perez. It was the opening contest for the NXT debut on CW. Julia did not win the NXT Women's Championship. Cora Jade returned, took out Julia mid-match while the referee was distracted. Roxanne retains as a result. What's that?
Roxanne working everybody, saying, I think Cora Jade's got like a month left.
I was sitting here being like, she's been at the PC for the last month, like doing stuff.
Okay, I apologize. So Bryan Danielson is on the new episode of the Bellas podcast, the Nikki and Bree show, as
he is typically.
I saw the headline. It says, "What the cluck?" with Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I thought it said. Probably didn't take too long to figure out what I thought it said. I thought this read "What the cuck" with Bryan Danielson.
It's even better.
I was about to listen to this thing on air of what did Bryan Danielson have to say about this.
Not much.
I was like, what is happening in this household that they're doing this?
I'm sorry. We got to get this out of the way. Ken Bruno sent me this, and it has to be seen to believe.
Oh, no.
The AEW sloppy shop.
Can we post this on? Can I get sent this so I can post this on?
Can you
Twitter?
send it on to Jeremy, please?
Yeah, can you send it to me? I'm gonna post this.
Oh, he's like, if you're still killing time, I'm like, buddy, that's what this show is. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. We've Sean login didn't have the login, and so he's not. I don't know if he's showing us or not today. I don't know if he's showing up. Hopefully, he'll.
I made him extra sloppy for you.
Oh my god! Yeah, please send that to me so I can post this on my socials. And I got the new gritter thumbnail for everybody.
If you, this is a serious show. Every day it's a serious show. Wrestling is very serious, and we take it extremely serious, and we need to yell and scream more. Let's address the super chat real quick. So yeah, Julia does not win the title. Roxanne retains. I think you and I sat here for like a solid month or two being like, I think Roxanne's gonna lose it in a fatal 4-way where she doesn't get pinned, and that'll be that. And it looks like we're starting to set that up. Cora Jade's there, Julia's there. They ran a promo for Delta. I don't know if that's going to be really a thing that they're going to present her as like this huge attraction. And of course, you have Stephanie Vaquer, who's already made her appearance and said, I'm coming and I'm next. Feels like they're going to be doing something sooner than later with Roxanne, but she's going to eke out all of her wins going until that multi-woman match by the feels of it. Match was good, though. I think if you're going to put a first match on the debut on CW, this is the match that you go to. This was the right choice, in my opinion. Julia will have plenty of time to capture titles and have that. I think her chase is going to be something that is worth watching further. That's how I felt. What did you think about the match and the choice not to have Julia capture the title?
That was a good match, and I thought that it made sense to not have Julia win straight out the gate here. Cora and Roxanne kind of make some sense. They tied it together in a backstage promo later on in the show. Yeah, Stephanie Vecker said she was going to be waiting for the winner. Now Julia has a right to a potential rematch. I'd like to see Julia and Vecker pick up a couple of victories before they do like the 4-way and everything. And they'll probably do some like mini number one contenders tournament. Then it ends in a 4-way, and they'll get there one way or another. But yeah, there's a good way to open the show, the real opening of the show.
Thoughts on the new logo, the new titles, the monochromatic appeal of NXT?
It exists, you know, like it
They got rid of the edges and now fits in a box like it should.
I'm not like, I don't pay attention to that stuff. The logo is the logo.
You're not a design person.
No, like I saw shout out Garrett Kidney. Like TNA had like 3 different logos. Like, oh, the yellow tips are connected, touch tips, on one of these. But then this one, they're not connected. And then this one, both sides are like yellow or red. Like he's like pointed out there's like 3 different variants. I was like, none of this is interesting to me.
So I can speak to this one because it's very funny. They debuted the one that they're using now, which is the yellow is just on the tips of the X. If you're looking at the logo, I have it somewhere, but they debuted it at the TV tapings in Montreal, and I got a text from someone at TNA just being like, FYI, new logo debuting tonight. And I was like how new? Because you guys have logos up all everywhere. And the person was just like, oh, not that new. Just like it's the emphasis on TNA in red instead of the TNA and then all the bars going through to make the X more prevalent. It was about clearing it up. It was cleaning up the logo, which I fully understood. And then I saw I think it was Basil, who I love following. He does a lot of photography work, including for TNA. And he's like, I look forward to wrestling news sites using the old logos, the old logo 6 months after we've released the new one. And I was like, well, I guess I should probably fix ours now. And I did. I did our post show immediately.
Yeah, the logo stuff, like the new logo is just fine. Like same with belts. I know the belt discussion was a big thing. Jey Uso got blue title. It's not the Yeet title. When they come out with the Yeet title, that's the one.
That's that'll be the Yeeter Continental Championship after he drops this one.
We still got that, right? Yeah. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing right there. Give me that title.
They're going to make that. Like that is going to be some version of it when he wins the WWE Championship and they put it up and it's his commemorative title. That's going to be the one.
I hope so. Like the blue accents on the Intercontinental title was cool. But like I'm not big onto the different like belt styles. And I saw somebody asking about the NXT belts. Like seems fine. I didn't mind the old ones. I kind of like I know people are like, oh, the rainbow color, but like I like the sort of coloring.
I like the rainbow
they did on the old ones.
I like those too. It was a little something extra. I know people have like this bad taste in their mouth because of what 2.0 represented to a lot of people, but I did like the colors. I think it was a pop that did. I don't think you needed like light bright backgrounds on your presentation. When they went to the creamsicle, the orange and white, that was fine. But I liked the way that they had all the accent colors on the titles. It was cool. The new ones are fine. The blue Intercontinental Championship, I was a little shocked that they went with blue, considering it is a Raw championship. Are they either tipping their hand? Does it mean nothing? Well, no, because like the the Raw tag team titles are still red, right? The World Tag titles are red. The SmackDown tag titles don't have a color yet. It feels like they are going to add a splash of color to those sooner than later. But yeah, there's just a feeling I had. Blue looks good. It's not
blue because of Jey Uso,
who was wearing glasses on Monday.
Yeah, but he's always had like the blue coloring, and it's blue because the old Intercontinental title had the blue accent coloring on it. So I think that's why they did it. Right. I see what you're talking about. The tweet you just got.
Yeah. Ain't no way. Ain't
Is
no
it
way.
real? Can we just search it? Let's look. Hold on. Let's go to eBay.
I'm bringing this up.
Okay, you bring up
I'm gonna put it up
the
on the chat for us. It's from our
yeah,
pal
you
Ryan.
do that.
This
I'm
is the
gonna.
thing.
It's there. Hold on. There's a few of them. Hold on.
No way.
Let me share my screen.
Okay, you share that. I was gonna put up the photo, but you share the screen. Ryan Lambert does something.
Look at this.
The custom one is hilarious. Yeah, what is this? From Pakistan, so you know that's Can you find me a TNA world title that, by the way, from Pakistan? Oh my god.
They got a bunch of them. There's no way.
There's no way they're good.
Like, buy this thing.
Yeah. So I wanted to make a comment about grifting, and it would be 5 new titles or something like that. The grift is now Tony sells new world championship belts. But like these yeet belts, ain't no way. Also for $135.
It's not a terrible price, honestly.
$100. Hold on, pull up an actual photo of it. I want to see if these things are like of any quality.
It's a replica. I mean,
well, obviously it's going to be a replica, but like these were made. I don't love the logo being on the corner there, like being offset. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I feel like they did that on purpose to
circumvent the inevitable cease and desist. Oh man, are you having trouble opening up this thing?
No, I wasn't. What do you mean opening up?
I thought you were going to open up the listing for one of these.
Oh, it popped up in a new window. Sorry.
That's why.
Okay,
you just got to reshare.
I didn't realize because I was on the tab. Okay, hold
gotcha.
On. I'll open.
You got to open up the right one.
Tab. Yeah. Okay, there.
Okay, let's see.
Now it's up
there. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So let's see what these photos are. Like, do they have? Oh my god!
Zoom in. Look at this. It doesn't look like these are like real jewels. It looks like it's
no. They're probably plastic.
Yeah.
It's got to be and that's got to be like a foam background.
I feel like the lettering is foam. I feel like it's all foam. Honestly,
there's one there, the 129, the one in the middle of the thing there. It's all shiny. They say it's a brass plate and sublimation letter.
Sure.
No way. Ain't real.
All right, guys, send us. I mean, Ken already sent us.
Ken basically paid for
$50. Yeah.
It's a good deal for us. We'll get it. We'll put it on the backdrop. It'll be over Jeremy Lambert's bed.
I'll wear this thing every single show if we get it.
Someone saying live bid on the air. It seems like a bad idea. Oh man. Wilchism such a super chat saying it's crazy how many top women in NXT with their own fan base. Good luck, HBK. Listen, the stands are gonna have their stand moments. Whatever, it's fine. That's just what happens. HBK will book to his proclivities and not to those of the stands, right? But there are a lot of top women in NXT. They're getting to that bottleneck phase, and this is the one thing that I've said I appreciate about the TNA partnership, but the talent exchange, is that for the women who are currently kind of starting out, they're getting TV time by going to the TNA tapings, and they're working maybe in a tag division, or they're working in a different setting that's not the PC and not the same old. They're getting those opportunities, and that's the one benefit about the talent exchange that I appreciate. You get to see the Carly Brights, and you get to see now Saul Ruka gets to work with people like Jordan Grace. It just kind of allows them to branch out a little bit more, while there really is a bottleneck that's forming at the top of the NXT women's division. So now you start to break it up at the end. Hopefully Roxanne, when she departs, moves up to main roster. That'll kind of, move things along with NXT.
Delta is going to debut at Halloween Havoc. Right, that's the
Jeremy. How do you know?
Location there, and then Valkyria's coming in. Cora's back, and they got a lot of good talent in this division. Look, they even set some stuff up with Fatal Attraction and Kalani, and then they got Bianca and Jade, who obviously main roster, but a lot of talent in the women's division. I need to not sort out the men's division, but I do like the decision to put the belt back on Trick. I think that was the right call. The finish was a little weird. And then CM Punk doing like a go to sleep on Ethan Page while they were still on air was a little weird. Like, all right, if you want to do that for like the live crowd, fine. But I don't know why it was necessary to do on air. Maybe he thought they were off air. And so he's like, oh, okay, let me do this. But that
So
was
I
strange.
know. Well, so Ethan Page, I think they rushed it because they didn't have enough time, right? They don't have the overrun anymore. But it feels like he was trying to get back at Ethan Page for having done it to Trick, right? You took my spot, you took my move, so this is how you do it properly. And he's just adding insult to injury because the heel champion lost his title. Do I think it was the right place, right time? No, I think it kind of takes away from Trick's celebration in that moment. But it's CM Punk and he's got to get himself over.
It was probably wouldn't have done that on there. Thank you, Alexa Bliss Gamer. Fatal Influence on Fatal Attraction. I wanted to
It's all the same.
mix
They're all
Fatal Influence and Toxic Attraction.
That's what they are. They are not known any differently.
I don't know if we're gonna get Punk and Ethan Page. I just don't know.
Where would you do it?
I mean, you could do it next week. I feel like Punk's gonna be on the show next week. Head to head against AEW. Feels like Punk wants to be on that show. I already think Cody's gonna be on that show.
Did we already establish? Are they're doing Halloween Havoc at the end of the month? Yeah. Where is WWE the following Monday?
After Halloween Havoc?
After Halloween Havoc, they're in Hershey. Oh, it's 2 nights, so they can do Punk versus Ethan Page at Halloween Havoc in Hershey, and then the next night he's on Punk's on Raw. So maybe what they'll do is set it up next week to get them to Halloween Havoc. Have Ethan and Punk do a promo or some sort of thing, and then they call the match for Halloween Havoc at the end of the month.
Oh, you think they're going to put that on Halloween Havoc?
I don't think Punk's going to Saudi a week later. I don't think he's working Crown Jewel this year. Or any year, but I don't know if that's up to him.
That money is good enough. He'll be working it.
That's the thing where it's like, I don't know where Punk's head is at, but really by all indication, I don't think he's, I think Bron Breakker and Gunther is happening at Crown Jewel at this rate. And I think that's to get Punk away from having to do the Saudi show. It's very possible the Punk said no. And the Bron Breakker, by the way, called the Bron Breakker face turn weeks ago, and people were like, "No, they're not going to do it." Yeah, I think he even put the stupid thing in the trash and did the whole thing. I don't remember.
I don't think I put Bron Breakker face turn in the trash. I think it was a dumb idea, but it wasn't trash worthy idea.
Yeah, you could see it coming. It felt like maybe they pulled the trigger a little earlier because of the Ilya Dragunov injury. He had an ACL tear. He's out for the next 6 to 9 months. We wish him well. We hope he's back as soon as he's able. But with Bron Breakker, they've been doing it so not so subtly, but it was kind of heavy-handed, where they were doing the whole do I have any dogs in this city? It was a babyface thing to do, and it felt like they were testing the waters. So with Braun being approaching Gunther backstage, to me it felt like they were going to build that to Crown Jewel. It's a victory for Gunther. It's another step. And then maybe it's Gunther and CM Punk either at Saturday night's main event or at the at Survivor Series at the end of November. And then Punk like Halloween Havoc instead, and he gets to look like Mr. Cool Man who didn't go to Saudi because he kept with his morals and ethics. I
don't like the Bron Breakker face turn simply because they're so good on faces. Like they really, and I've said this for months now, they need heels. They need really good heels. Like Braun's obviously, he's quickly up the depth chart on the faces because he's confronting Gunther, but they have so many top faces. Damian Priest is a top baby face. Sammy, I know Sammy, they'll slot lower after this feud, but Sammy's at the top right now against Gunther. Jey Uso is there. Like CM Punk, depending on kind of which side, but he's a baby face. Punk's a baby face. And you go over to SmackDown, and then you got LA Knight, Cody, Roman, Kevin, Randy. I know one of them will probably turn and become basically a heel, but they need some heels over there. And Braun could have been one of their top heels, and instead, now he's still going to be a top face, but I thought he could have done just more as a top heel on that brand.
Yeah. Try to think of like how else you could have played. Who else you could have played off as the replacement babyface when Ilya goes down, right? Were you going to do Sammy twice? Were you going to do Punk earlier than planned? Like what kind of what choice did you have with Ilya
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee? It's not bad. I don't know. I could see Punk turning heel by WrestleMania. You got Rollins back. That's good.
Yeah, again, another face, another top face. And Bronson, by the way, Bronson's got to beat Seth. I understand why they went the way they went because of the Seth interference, but you can't have Bronson lose this match and then lose to Seth. That hurts him way too much. You can have him lose this match because of Seth interference, and then he beats Seth, and then okay, the juice may be worth the squeeze on that. But if he loses this match and then loses to Seth, then it's like, oh, well, you've effectively really undercut everything you did with him starting in August.
A-Shock, bless you for mentioning Miz turning heel. That's not really going to do the things I think you want it to. Unless he goes to New Japan and he challenges for the New Japan World Heavyweight Championship, the IWGP World Heavyweight title, or wins
I don't know if
newly minted M1. The M1 stands for Miz.
I don't know if Xavier Woods is going heel, but I
don't
think
think so either.
I think there can be something to a Woods heel run, though. I think there could be something there. I just don't know if it's going to happen.
I'm of the belief that the Woods thing is just he's getting frustrated, he's annoyed, but eventually things get turned back around. Maybe by, I don't know, mid-November. It's the 10-year anniversary of the New Day in mid-November.
All right, and so what? Big E returns?
Pretty much. Big E shows up. I'm not necessarily saying he shows up full time, but he shows up and becomes a voice of reason. Or if you do want to cement a breakup, Woods, like if Big E can take a bump, Woods like takes out Big E, or they find a way to shoot around Big E getting taken out by Woods, who eventually turns heel out of all this. They do the punt kick. Remember when Christian couldn't get punted and they had to get him out of there, and they did. This was during Pandemic Raw, where you could shoot around it. You could do something in the backstage, a whodunit if you really wanted. But the point is, if they're going to keep the New Day together, which is what they've always wanted, then I would just have Big E show up on the 10th anniversary and be like, what are we doing here? Woods doesn't turn heel, and that's it.
I'd turn them all.
Yeah, just back to where they started in 2014.
Well, not the preacher positivity gimmick, but it's been a while since we've seen a heel New Day. It's been a very long time. It feels like they can get something more out of a heel New Day. Again, they need some heels out here. They do.
And again, the hope is that with Drew and CM Punk wrapping up, that's going to allow them to make Drew more of a focus outside of this one story that they've really put in its own box. Because that's the other thing is we keep mentioning heels and we never mention Drew McIntyre because he's been so on his own island that it's time to get him somewhere else. So that's another guy you can add to this list. Very
curious where Drew goes after this. It feels like he might get a little bit of time off after
Hell in a Cell. Yeah. I'd beat him to the point where he takes some time off, comes back in time for, I don't even know. I'd keep him off of War Games. Like I'd keep him off of Survivor Series.
If you don't have anything great planned for
maybe
him.
Bring him back at the Rumble.
Ooh, I don't know if he's gonna take that much time off.
There's not much else going on between October and Rumble's at the end of the month. Bring him back on the Netflix return, the Netflix debut. Yeah. I was gonna say I forgot that the Rumble's in February this year, the beginning of February.
I don't know if they circle back around to Drew and Seth because they've done that. I think you can circle back to something with Priest and Drew. A little bit different dynamic this time around. You might
Scottish
be able
Irish connection. You get Finn and Drew teaming up. It is unintelligible dialogue. But I could see. I mean, Finn's another one that, you know, once he's off of that island with Priest, he's another one that you can slot in somewhere because he is an up and coming heel once again.
Yeah, maybe. It feels like Finn might have to win this feud for that to happen, though. Like, because if Finn loses this, Judgment Day, it's not that they're cold or anything, but Rhea and Damian were like really carrying the group as far as credible in ring, because everybody else just lost all the time, and that's still how it feels. Is everybody just sort of loses all the time, and they don't beat anybody credible.
Another reason to go with Drew off until the Netflix debut. This was the last 3-hour Raw. It's one less person that you need to put focus on, and you can have them as a surprise return and say, I'm back and I'm going to enter the Royal Rumble. I don't know why he always does that.
Your accent for him, you got to stop. You're offending the people.
With all 3 Scottish people watching the show?
You're offending the Scots. Not like Scottish people, like anybody named Scott. They're also offended. Yeah, they're offended.
Are there any people named Scott who watch our show? As I'm like scrolling up on our chat.
All
Scott,
offended.
if you're in the room, let us know. Not if you're Scottish. Let us know if your name's Scott and you're offended.
All of them are offended.
I'm back in time for the Royal Rumble, and I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Sorry, I'm done. Chili's baby back ribs. Can you tell that?
Do you want to do Get in My Belly next?
No, everyone does that one. That's stupid. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was fun. What else is going on Raw that we need to talk about? 10 vastly different ethnicities. I could do more. I probably shouldn't do more.
Say that, Joel. Say that.
WrestleMania main event. Get in my belly. Awful or awfully entertaining?
Awful. Scottish accent.
Ryan Lambert sent a super chat. Saying Clark Connors and Thekla in Stardom was awesome. I did see that promo. It looked very fun. I gotta watch that actual thing happen. Gallus gets me as their manager. I'm the manager of Gallus. Everyone's gonna listen to me.
What are they doing? Are they still around?
They're training The Rock for his next.
Good for them. They're stocked up on Terramana and Papatui.
Papa Shango.
I like that's how The Rock just sends. That's all he does. Just gifts everybody with Terramana and the Papatui. And like, here you go. Take that. The Zoa. That's his energy drink, right? Zawa.
And the Mana.
Oh yeah, you always gotta. Well, the Mana's the Terramana. I'm gonna mix Terramana and Zoa.
Oh God, that's
drink it on air and see what happens.
Drink it on the air. Okay, great.
Yeah. I'm gonna get content out of this. I'm not just gonna do it for, not content. We're gonna do this when The Rock returns. When the final boss returns, we're gonna drink. We're gonna mix the Zoa and the Terramana, and we're gonna drink it on air all together. Everyone's going to do this with me. And we're going to feel the mana running through our arms and our veins, coursing the veins of all the weeders.
I'm here for the Wheaties.
Yeah, King Potato's got it. I'm going to have a heart attack. It's going to be on camera.
True.
We're going to make sure to get something out of this.
It's true. Content is king. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to make really off-color jokes and get away with it.
Orange Zoa. That's the best one. Okay. I'll take your word for it, Daisy Stone. No idea.
All right. I'm sure you're not the Rock's PR person.
What if we Google the best Zoa flavor?
Well, let's go.
What flavor of Zoa?
Now hold on. I think this is why wrestling fans have short attention spans. because they often forget that this was our intro for the entire Mania run.
Take a look.
I always love that one guy in the audience just pointing at the CM Punk mustache at the right time. That was
according to Hone Health. I don't know if that's a legit source. According to Hone Health, super berry, lemon lime, and the original flavor, which tastes like a better version of Red Bull. We're aiming high here.
I mean, Zoa does have best sellers. Oh no!
What if we mix all the Zoa flavors with the Terramana and just go crazy?
Seems bad. Seems very bad.
Just all of them.
What is it? Tried Zoa Energy and it was 10 out of 10. Became my second best flavor, and that was the wild orange. Okay. Where's that Daisy? Where's that Daisy? Yeah. Daisy, are you this person on Reddit? Are you Andy the Pro 67? Is that you, Daisy? Oh, it says my husband and I get the 12 packs, which is hilarious because he's so Team Cody. Is your husband Steven Jensen? Is Jensen holding back on us?
We're gonna get a Zoa. We're gonna get the Terramana, and we're gonna drink it. That's what we're gonna do on this show.
I'm all for it. Can you send?
We'll do. You know what we'll do? We'll do multiple taste tests of this because I've legit never had either one of these. I can't imagine actually drinking all of these. We are going to mix the Zoa and the Terramana, and then because Terramana's a tequila, so we'll do a shot and we'll chase it with the Zoa afterwards. So that's how we'll do it. Let's see which one's better. Which is better for your rock products? Should you mix them? Or should you shot chase them?
Ken's got it. It's Zoa Mana.
Real
Terrazoa.
Journalism here. Real journalism. Real product reviews. We're going to do this in January. Count it down, everybody. January.
You know that week when there's like 27 hours of wrestling in 24 hours?
Yeah.
We're going to do it that week.
That's when I'm going to need it.
That first week where you got Wrestle Kingdom Night 1, Wrestle Kingdom Night 2, Wrestle Dynasty this year, and then there's going to be a Raw. There'll be a SmackDown, maybe an NXT episode as well. There's an episode of TNA, I'm sure. Who cares? There's going to be all this other stuff throughout the entire week, plus.
Joel, no, we've got it. The January 6th episode, right?
Yeah, that's the first episode of Raw. That's Monday night.
That's the first episode of Raw. That's a main channel Monday.
Oh, God, it is, isn't it?
That's coming off Wrestle Question, Wrestle Dream, whatever, Wrestle Dynasty, whatever the hell they call that thing.
Wrestle Dynasty.
I don't know why I called it Wrestle Question. That'd be a cool show.
Are you thinking of Royal Quest?
I don't know. Who knows?
Wrestle Quest. I must wrestle question you.
It's a quiz show. RJ City would fucking run that thing.
And now we've got new DMs to send and new pitches to make.
So we're coming off of Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty, first Monday Night Raw on Netflix, main channel Monday. That's the show, everybody. Count it down to the Zoa Mana review. January 6th. Main channel Monday in the weeds.
We've got a main channel Monday. Is it Zoa Mana or is it Terrazoa?
It's whatever you want to be.
Oh yeah, there's WrestleQuest, the video game. We did interview the people involved with that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was that one or was it the other one?
No,
there are a lot of wrestling video games.
Yeah, there's been a few.
Yeah. Who knows?
Wrestle Question though seems fun. Yeah, it's just a quiz show. Okay, no wrestling. That's what it is. It's just it's two people in the ring, and they're like, "Do you want to wrestle?" They're like, "No, I do not." All right, good talk.
Roll credits.
And code of honor.
Code of honor. Oh my goodness.
No, I do not want to wrestle. All right, good chat.
Good chat. Yeah. Free pizza for everyone.
Yeah, free pizza for everybody. Sure.
From Lula Gentle. Never mind. I thought it was a text I needed to get. I have a feeling our guest might join us in 3 minutes because maybe there was a time change issue. I did say Eastern time, but I believe they're in Iowa or Chicago-ish area.
All right.
Where was Raw? They were in Evanston, in Indiana, but I think he was training. He's a Black and Brave student, so I think maybe there was a time difference here. We'll figure it out soon. He might be joining us in a few minutes.
We shall see if they show up or if they don't. Either way.
Otherwise, we have 30 more minutes of talking about grifting.
Yeah, it's going well so far.
So far, it is. Looking at all these comments, looking at all this stuff coming through. More WBD stuff. Okay. Do we want to? I don't know if Sean's going to pop in to talk about this stuff, but he's dropping stuff on Select now.
Oh, I mean, message him.
Do I want to do that?
No.
Well, there's the answer. Go over to FightfulSelect.com, get all the information. But the information does have stuff on the TV deal. I really want Tony to announce his own energy drink.
Ooh, could you imagine if he did that?
What would he call it?
Nah.
All Energy Wrestling.
All Energy Wrestling?
All Energy Wrestling. All Energy. All Energy White Claw.
Is that
I'm just trying to think of AEW stuff.
Is that what we're going with?
I don't know. What else would you call it? The E has to be energy. Contastic. It's like Crantastic.
What?
You don't remember the Crantastic? The Ocean Spray cranberry drink? Time Cop Energy.
Oh, that's what it is. Just Time Cop Energy. Yeah.
Yeah, some people like Elite Energy, Double E. Eric Bischoff gonna be real upset.
Who cares?
He'll be upset about any energy drink he announces.
Yeah. Who cares?
By the way, if you haven't yet, go to the WWE Vault YouTube page. This is not only for Jeremy, but this is for the chat. I'm looking at you all. They released an 11-minute video about the opening of the WCW Nitro Grill.
Yeah, I saw that.
I watched that thing drinking a big old something out of this mug. Baby, I went to the Excalibur Hotel. I got this mug. I also got a t-shirt or a sweater, but I can't find the sweater. Either way, Nitro Grill lives in my heart. Excalibur is a dump, by the way. And it was in 1999 as well.
A dump?
Have you been to the... Oh, you're not a Vegas guy. Have you been to Vegas
Oh,
before?
I thought you were talking about the announcer. I was like, why are we throwing shots at Excalibur?
I'm sure people will absolutely...
It's Wednesday. You know what that means? I'm here with Taz and the dump Excalibur.
Excalibur is the one who says it.
Well, you know, what can you do?
It's Wednesday night. I'm taking it.
It's Wednesday night dump.
There have
old
been
Dump Man Jones over here.
That's the one. Old Dumpin' Jones. Once again, we're talking about the Excalibur Hotel in Las Vegas. That is a dump.
All right, fine.
The wrestling announcer, the AEW announcer, Excalibur, while he's not my favorite announcer in the game, he is not a dump.
I'll take your word for it.
Why am I going to... Joel, can you say it's Sting in a high pitch? I've done the it's Sting 100 million times. Darby Allen Apple. And Helico Green Apple. They're coming up with flavors for TK's energy drink. Are we grifting or are we giving free advice, free ideas here? Cherry Kiss Mox's orange blood orange Cassidy flavor.
I mean, you gotta roll with that, right? Blood orange Cassidy. You have
easily. Yeah. Darby Allen Apple is hilarious. Hangman's Old Fashioned. That's for the liquor version.
Yeah. These are all good energy drink flavors. Remember when WWE put out
Black Cherry is delicious. That's a good one.
Remember when WWE put out the like juices? Do you remember this? It's like
No?
it was oh man. What were those things called? Hold on, I'll find it.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
WWE Juice.
Look at Salmonella Steve.
What?
What is this?
I'm gonna get a lot of like juice.
Is that from the
puffs.
jokes?
I don't know. Juice flavors. Hold on. Body Slam. That's what these things were called.
They were called Body Slam?
Yeah. Vintage 1998 Body Slam. Yeah.
Oh, this is awful, but they would absolutely do it.
Back Breaker Blue. Yeah. All right, here we go.
They would absolutely do a peach flavor and just call it Anna J. that's
There we go. I'm pulling this up.
Oh,
Pulling this up for everybody. Yeah, I had these as a kid. Super
I did
popular. WWE Body. See, look at these things.
Holy crap. They look like Ensure.
What's that?
They look like they're packaged like a package of Ensure.
Nah, it was to play ball. Look at these like caps. You like collected the caps and everything. I had all those. Yeah. I had all these, man.
I've seen these styles of drinks before though.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, like what the style of drink. I actually saw them yesterday when I was at the grocery store. I saw this style of drink and I forgot what it was. It was like lemonade flavor.
Can you click on one that has the nutritional content and values in them? I'm very curious.
I don't know if I can like zoom in. Okay, nutritional. Oh, it opened a new tab. Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine. And then just click the full size because like I feel like it's not going to be good.
Well, I mean, yes, but also no.
Yes, as in not good at all. You compare this with Terramana.
Oh, could you imagine? Okay, here we go. Is it up there? Is it good? All right, I'm zooming in. There you go. Can you see it?
There we go. Yeah.
170 calories, no grams of fat, allegedly. 105 sodium.
Holy shit. 105 milligrams of sodium?
That's it. That's not bad, right?
This soda has 80 milligrams and it's a 710 milliliter bottle. Those are not that. Those are smaller.
42 grams of carbohydrates and sugars. Yeah.
42 grams of sugar. Jesus.
How much sugar is in your Coke there, Joel?
0 because I drink Diet Coke.
Coward.
But it has vitamin A through. That's weird. It's like 25% of nothing. They're based on a 2,000 calorie diet, which is not the amount of whatever.
105 milligrams of soda or sodium. That seems okay.
That's a lot.
Is it?
That's a lot.
We sure?
Yes, that's a lot. It's salt.
Well, I feel like we could recreate these drinks if we wanted to.
You can recreate a lot of shit if you've got a lot of shit.
Sugar and sodium and food coloring. Like, here you go, everybody.
Good God.
Banana Pool Combat Club drink. That's good.
Banana Pool.
I think it was based on something like they were called like Juicy Juice is what they were like based on.
Yeah. I remember Juicy Juice. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. But it was like back in the day, it was like fruit punch. They had bottles like that. I think Juicy Juice is still around, maybe. I don't know.
By the way, for those wondering, do not Google WWE Juice. You will get nothing
Juice
but
Robinson.
Juice Robinson.
Yeah, I know. That's what I did.
What did you call it? Juice?
Well, then there was something that popped up, Body Slam. So then I Googled it, WWE Body Slam Juice, and then I got a bunch of stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I see like the Prime stuff if you search Juice brand.
What were the flavors they had? Backbreaker Blue was one. What are these other flavors that they allegedly have? Dropkick Orange. Not very creative. Not as creative as our chat, clearly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the 90s. They didn't need to sell anything other than the likenesses of the wrestlers.
Pile Driver Punch.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's basically all that's on there. There you go.
Oh, I wish it brought up Hoovy.
Pile Driver Punch doesn't really work though, because like a pile driver is not a punch.
No, but a punch is a punch drink.
Why they should call it punch. They should call it worked punch.
Now we're getting a little
shoot punch.
Yeah, shoot punch is the alcoholic version.
You know, worked punch or shoot punched. Accidentally give your kid the shoot punch instead of the worked punch. Like, oh shit.
I was watching one of the channels that I watch, one of the wrestling, not wrestling, one of the non-wrestling channels that I watch, and the dude tells a story about how he went when he first moved to Tokyo. He drank a strong zero, not understanding that he drank an alcoholic beverage at 7 a.m. after a long bike ride. He's like, I had half of it and I realized something tastes funny. And then he realized he basically got hammered at 7 a.m. after a workout. And he's like, and I had a full day of work to do.
WWF lollipops?
Yeah, I remember the lollipops.
Really?
That I remember.
Hold on. Oh, these don't look interesting.
Looking to see if they've announced any more.
Remember the whistle pops? They still make those things?
Kinda. I mean, they've always existed. They've just never been good.
I don't see any WWF lollipops. We gotta need to do more. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is like Roman Reigns though. Birthday. Oh, these are like. This looks like a chocolate lollipops. Jeez, these look terrible. What are we doing?
Chocolate. So we just have
anyway. Get Dominic Mysterio toilet paper.
$13 a roll. That's the grift right there.
That's pretty absurd, honestly. Like
the fact that, you know what? This is what I want. If you are someone who has a lot of money and goes to wrestling shows, you know how streamers are a thing in Japanese culture for wrestling. Start bringing Dominic Mysterio toilet paper rolls to wrestling shows. Start throwing those into the crowd.
Your burn is $13 just to throw a toilet paper roll.
Well, you got to be smart about it. You got to take multiple rolls and just kind of plan to throw some, and you need multiple rolls. You don't throw one roll. That's a waste of money and time.
Yeah. Oh, Dom's got the toilet paper. That's what he's throwing down along with the spicy chicken nuggets from Wendy's. He's throwing down toilet paper and the spicy nugs from the shark cage as he dangles there on.
Yeah, hopefully what's on the toilet paper is not from the spicy nugs too.
Might be.
It's a poop joke.
Well, Rhea Ripley said he was going to soil himself, so
as one does.
He might.
I love that they brought the shark cage back just for this. Although someone made reference to the fact that like they did the thing in the Omni, right? Like the show in the Omni, they've done the shark cage before there. So like there's some tie up to Atlanta. It's not just we have a new toy to announce. They just haven't really talked about it. It'll be part of their talking notes when they do the show on when they do Bad Blood, the show. But like leading up to it, they didn't really make any reference to it. But it is something that is part of the Georgia lore, if you will.
I'll let everybody know. Assuming this deal happens at like 12, we'll stick around for a little bit. But as I mentioned at the top of the show, it is my anniversary. I do not want to spend more time with Joel than I spend with my wife.
Yeah, she wouldn't hate it.
I think she would. I feel like that there's an issue there.
Does your wife have a nickname for you?
What? My
wife says Jer Bear.
Does she say that?
Calls you Jer Bear.
Does she?
Yeah, she said every time. She's like, "Hey, say hi to Jer Bear for me." I'm like, "I'm not going to do that." Well, here I am. Hi, Jer Bear.
That's a little. I was called that. My friend used to call me that all the time in middle school, high school, and college. I was like, I don't know about this.
I would. Chat, Jeremy needs new nicknames.
No.
He did announce the Dom Lowrider toy.
I was waiting for that thing to get destroyed on Monday.
I think they're going to wait until the inevitable Braun Strowman Dominic Mysterio angle. Although I hope that this groin tear is not severe, if that's what's going on with Braun, because then they're not going to destroy that car ever.
Like it makes sense to do it with like Priest. I thought Priest, like Rhea, came out and said her stuff on Raw. I thought she was going to be like, and here we go to where's Damien? Oh, Damien's back there. Hey, Dom, up here. And
well, you know why they didn't do it? It's pretty obvious.
Why?
Because they wrecked the entire ring. It was going to take away from it on Monday. You're not going to.
Yeah, well, good. They should do that.
Yeah, that's showing restraint. Other regimes might not have, but no, it made perfect sense not to touch it until you cleared the monster story that you're working on. Now they can do it as early as Saturday, the pay-per-view. Saturday.
Early start time, everybody.
6 p.m. Eastern. Go watch it with your friends and family. If you have little children, guard their ears.
Absolutely rules that this show is going to be over by like 9. And then the press conference will be done by like 9:30 because WWE didn't screw around with that. And that's it. And then everybody can watch Collision. They can watch the final half hour of Collision.
That's what you want to do. And it won't be on True TV.
According to Fightful Select and Beyond the Bell, AEW Dynamite Collision will be simulcast on Max starting in January.
That is something I had heard.
There will be some integration of AEW pay-per-views for Max subscribers, though we aren't sure if those are included with the subscription or discounted. Early indications were that True TV and AEW Rampage weren't included in the upcoming announcement. So there you go. You know what pissed me off last night about CW? You can't watch it on the app.
Yeah, I'd heard that. So here's the thing. I'm Canadian. I don't watch it on CW. I still watch it on Sportsnet. And once Sportsnet's done, everything in Canada moves to Netflix. So for me, this is never going to be a problem I encounter. But I had heard from others that this was a thing.
So it's very dumb because that's how I watch Raw and SmackDown. I don't have cable, but I have the USA app, and then I use a cable subscription. And so I'm able to just watch it live through the app. But I can't do that with CW. Like I can't watch live TV on CW, which is really stupid. Why? What's the point of having your app if look, I don't pay for a cable subscription. My mom does. And I use my mom's bank account. Old Scott over here.
Scott.
Yeah.
Well, another Scott we're upsetting today.
But my mom has cable. Like that's what she uses. And so I'm like, well, can I just like use your login to basically watch these shows on these apps? Like that's all I want to do is watch wrestling live. That's literally all I use it for. Like, of course. So that's how I do. I use her login for the USA Network app and I'm able to watch USA Network live. But CW doesn't have a live version of on their app, which is stupid. Like, why wouldn't you do that? That's very dumb. Very, very dumb. I don't get it.
Again, this is something that I'm glad I don't have to deal with, but I agree it's stupid to do. There's no reason why you can't do a simulcast, why you can't have it available. Maybe once the NWA leaves the CW app platform, you'll get it live. That would be nice, but I don't really expect it to be a thing.
Yeah, NWA is gone. They're off the CW, but there should be a live feature if you do have a cable subscription to just watch it on the app. I don't get it, but anyway, I still watch the show via means.
Yeah, through Sportsnet, right? Through my way. Yeah, you just use my login.
Sure. You
and Tim both using my login. Your wife is very mad at me.
What? Yeah, she should be.
I got country grammar in her head.
Going downtown, baby, low street in a Range Rover street sweeper, baby, cock ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa buck. Listen to it now. Light it up and take a puff. Pass it to me now. You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs. Right?
It's not me who's saying it. But today, and all today, we're all going to be saying Happy Anniversary! Because tonight is AEW 5-year anniversary.
Oh, speak, bitch. Come on now.
I just used one for comedic effect. Tony got away with that one.
Nice.
It wasn't nice, but he said it. Oh man. Anyway, should we do the things?
How are we doing this for 5-year anniversary? Like, what are we doing here?
I feel like we need to do the Tony bit again.
I got to do the Tony bit.
I feel like you might have to bring Tony back. You got a neck brace?
I mean, I do. I do have the fake neck brace that I used beforehand. So
it's still there. Right? It's been months.
Yeah, it's been chilling, you know.
You've been more committed to the bit than Tony. Is there another Tony you'd like to do this as?
I don't think Tony the Tiger. We got a great episode of AEW.
I mean, listen, he did work for WCW, and WCW is AEW for all intents and purposes.
Did Tony the Tiger work for WCW?
Yeah, that was what's his name? Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. The guy with the mustache and the black hair. I'm picturing in my head Lee Marshall. Lee Marshall was the voice of Tony the Tiger. They're great.
What?
Yeah, that was Tony the Tiger. Lee Marshall was the voice of Tony the Tiger, and he worked for WCW.
I did not know this.
Yeah, man. You go back and watch old episodes of WCW Saturday Night, you'll be good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I legit didn't know this.
There you go. I'm dropping knowledge bombs for all y'all in the chat and for my co-host today. Wrestling is everything.
Tony Atlas. I don't know if I can do that one.
You got to bring your feet out for that one.
Nobody on this show going to touch my pecker.
It's only, listen, it only works now because he said it.
I don't think I could do it. You want me to do an Italian accent?
Well,
I don't know if I can do a fake Italian accent. I can't, like,
we've done a lot of pretty
Hey, I'm working here.
Hey, check AEW Dynamite tonight on the TNT at the TBS. It's gonna be a great show.
Just Mario.
It's basically just Mario.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
All right, let's do this. Let's just do this as a bunch of just Tony voices. This is all we're gonna go with.
Angela, I heard that it's gonna be Will Ospreay versus Mona.
Rocky, Angela, what?
Tony Danza.
Oh, is that Tony Danza? Okay.
It's gonna be Will Ospreay, and it's gonna be Ricochet, and Mona's the special guest referee, but I gotta be the special guest timekeeper. So who's gonna be in charge? Who's the boss?
Hey, over here we got a Hangman Page. He got to be taking on the Juice Robinson. You know, Juice Robinson with the pizza pie. Hangman Page, Juice Robinson. You want to see this, right?
Oh, this is
god awful,
bro. Tony Hawk here to tell you about Serena Deeb. Did I tell you about my new? Did I tell you about my new grandson? Hey, you got a new grandson. Did you,
Wait, Tony Hawk? Does Tony Hawk just smoke? Is he just high?
Yes.
You just sound like he's high.
What do you think they do all day?
I mean, fair.
It's just the fat blunts help them when they land on their faces. Wait. You see that I got a kid right now, you know. We got not a kid, I got a grandkid, and yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that, bro. So, you know, we're gonna pull a 1080 right now. Yeah, maybe we got a 900 because Serena Deeb is gonna take on Dr. Britt Baker in her hometown. You know, my hometown in California has really cool vert ramp, right? And there's this one wrestler I met. Her name was Vert Vixen. She doesn't wrestle for the show, but like she's really cool. And where was I going with this? So I got a grandkid, right? And this grandkid, the daughter is not my daughter, but my daughter, I guess just my daughter-in-law. That is, I think her name is Sean Ross Sapp. Hi, Sean.
Should be a big day, guys.
It is. We're doing.
Can you do a Tony impression for us, Sean?
No, I don't have the energy for that. I'm getting ready to interview Paul London in like 9 minutes, so no, I can't.
Name your
Well,
famous.
what I can tell you is that they do have a great show tonight.
No, not that. Well, any Tony. Could be
Any Tony.
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo.
Tony Montana. Well, listen, I've done a few Tony Montana impersonations if you listen to the internet. So
say hello to Bryan Danielson against Kazuchika Okada. For the first 20 minutes, Okada's Intercontinental title on the line. Okay, I'm ready to play.
What I'm going to do is walk to the venue, Arthur Ashe Stadium next year from that spot that they drop us off at for like the mile you got to walk, but I'm going to be okay because I'm going to have my wonderful Skechers slip-ons to get there. That's a Tony Romo for you.
Oh, okay. Well, see right here,
Patrick
Jim.
Mahomes rules.
Right here, Jim. They're gonna run a double high safety, and this man in motion. If he follows him, that means they're in single coverage right there. And then oh, look at that! See right there, boom! He hit him. Oh, what a play by Patrick! He just grounded it right into the ground on purpose.
Look how savvy he is to throw that ball into the ground like it's a Lonely Island video. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Sean.
Bye, Sean. Man didn't even pop in with the scoops. He just popped in to say, big day.
The scoop is that he's interviewing Paul London. There
Yeah, wasn't that our interview? What happened? Paul London saw the show and said,
yeah, no, thank you.
Maybe
I feel like Paul London would actually be great on this show.
Yeah, he'd probably be really fun on the show.
Yeah, he would enjoy this show.
Oh, my goodness. Tonight for the AEW Intercontinental Championship, the Continental Championship and the AEW World Championship, it's going to be Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada, and they're going to be great.
That's all you can really do is just the great, right?
That's all I got to do. Or get Lee Marshall out of the grave and bring him in.
Throw some other Tonys at us, everybody.
Tony Bennett.
Oh, Tony Bennett.
There's only 4 things announced for the show, and we've already done them all.
Yeah.
This is not exactly like the busiest Dynamite of the year. They've already told you that the Danielson Okada match is going to go like 23 minutes. Maybe they'll go the Broadway. I don't know. Seems like a little too much for us.
I don't know if we can do. I've only heard. I don't listen to Tony Bennett. Sorry, everybody. The only Tony Bennett that I know is "Fly Me to the Moon." Just no. Danielson and Okada. That's all I got.
Pretty much.
Let them play among the stars. That's the only lyrics I know is "Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars." No idea what comes after that.
You remember "I Got You Under My Skin"? I got you under my skin.
No.
I got you deep in the heart of me. No? Okay.
What? Never. No.
You can do Don Tony from The Simpsons?
I don't watch that show.
No? Okay.
That's you. That's you.
Tony Nese.
They're gonna book premier athletes against Top Flight tonight. Premier athletes, Top Flight. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Gotta bang the table.
You do have to, just very awkwardly so. Announce the deal. I want to go off the air so we can say we
got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
How do you fill 5 minutes of TV time with this?
What if we just sat here silently for 5 minutes?
I feel bad for the audio listeners. I went to go look at a watch I'm not wearing right now.
I knew you would break first because you actually care about the audio and you're like, we got to fill that air. We can't have too much dead air. Me, I'm committed. I could have done it for the 5 minutes.
I know. Better than me. Do 30 seconds of content for 5 minutes.
What other? I got a bunch of gimmicks hanging around here.
Hold on. Worth noting, that was basically the first 30 minutes of our show today.
Yeah. I got a bunch of gimmicks around here. What stupid faces do y'all want me to make for thumbnails? Throw something out. I probably got it around here and I can do it. So throw out grifter thumbnails for me to make and let's do this. Let's really fill some content out here.
My wife said that was a very loud wahoo earlier in relation to the Mario content. The first taste of Zoa.
First taste of Zoa. All right, we're going to pretend this is the Zoa here.
Nah, you got to be a little more surprised or like
that. It's like Mentos.
Well, it's kind of what they want. and then an arrow pointing and it says, "Is it good?"
Spoon in mouth. Oh, this is gonna to lead to some terrible photoshops.
Yeah, put that whole thing in your mouth. I'm sure. Remember when we were in Toronto and we did that god awful show that we don't talk about? And,
Yeah.
and Emily May was with us, and she was like, the green screen. And God bless, she's very smart because she's the only woman in the room who actually thinks about this, because everyone else is like, our audience won't do this shit. There's a giant green screen behind it. She's like, people are gonna put stuff in the green screen and then repost it. And we're like,
Dynamite expands to 3 hours could go. For most people, for the the people that do not like doing content, the people that everyone
true
accuses
runners of the grind.
Yeah, they're Dynamite 3 hours is. For me, my face just good, cool.
You gotta do the righteous reg.
I hear Denise's intro. It's just this. I'm typing, and I hear the intro. It's like
Okay.
There you go. There's the face.
We are here today to discuss AEW Dynamite.
Hold on. Oh, I need sunglasses. Where's the? I don't know. Oh, did I lose the Orange Cassidy sunglasses? Oh no.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not good at all.
Why would you let that happen?
I don't know. They're around here somewhere. I assume. My desk is just a friggin' mess. There we go.
Yeah.
Me and Orange Cassidy.
Oh, Orange Cassidy gave a thumbs up too. That's
Double thumbs up.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
You know.
Oh man.
What else we got around here? I got a bunch of just random things.
Yeah, this is
something with this. Do something with this. Here's.
Oh yeah, there it is. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Someone make something out of that. I'm sure.
The face you make when you've been told you're in the learning tree.
I'm getting TV time, so I'm probably pretty happy about that, honestly. Yeah. Like, thanks, Tony. Yeah, TV time. Oh, Sour Boy. That is the Sour Boy. It's 12. All right. We did it. We made it to 12. Let's see if they announce this deal.
Where's my deal announcement?
They've tweeted, but it's just Will Ospreay and Ricochet. That's it.
Oh, that's not a TV deal.
That was their big tweet. Will Ospreay and Ricochet.
The worst.
I don't know if it's actually going to happen. We've been lied to. We've been bamboozled.
There is no deal.
There's no deal, everybody.
Deal or no
deal.
We picked the wrong case. Gonna have to upload all those TK's big announcements.
There's absolutely no deal to be announced, everybody. We're sorry. We're sorry for everyone that thought they were going to get a TV deal today. It's not happening.
There's just no deal. AEW's canceled. Everyone go home.
That's all the grifters when if there's no deal.
AEW in the mud.
Big smile.
Everyone's gonna have to go check out Love Wrestling now. If you haven't already, go check them out instead. Who needs AEW when you've got them?
I was about to go to the Fulham page, but did they announce this? That'd be amazing if they did.
That would be very
Fulham's probably got more Twitter followers. Who's got more Twitter followers?
Probably Fulham FC.
Jacksonville. The Jaguars probably had
the
it.
Jags might.
Fulham's got 785.
AEW has 1 million.
Do they?
Yeah, I was just on their thing.
Oh, the Jags are only at 881. All right, well, AEW is clearly why the page they need to announce it on.
That's right. So they should announce it right now. And
it's not happening. I feel like we've lied to the people. We've been lied to. It's not going to happen. No deal, everybody. It's like deal or no deal. There will be no deal.
Completely ruined. They're adding injury time to the AEW deal. Yeah, you go home, Drew. Go home. They created COVID. They have no deal. Oh, see. Let's see if WBD has said anything. A spellbinding month of new movies, series, and episodes.
Spellbinding month with no AEW.
None at all. Send them. We can send them a DM if you want.
Can we?
Yeah, their DMs are open. I'm sure
Oh.
they love that being out there.
Hey, you guys gonna announce this deal anytime soon? Huh?
Redmond Survivor flexing on us over here. Where are you at? WBD Sports? Nothing. Useless.
Just not gonna happen.
It's over, man. I'm telling you, AEW is done.
AEW's dead. Everybody enjoy the 5th year anniversary and also the funeral of AEW here tonight on October 2nd. Oh my God.
Hold on. We got to talk about this real quick. I don't think it would cost that much, but let's just. He gets Todd Martin in the deal. Todd will love it. He gets Rich Fan in the deal. Rich will love it. Anyway, go back to where you were.
The final Dynamite ever is tonight, everybody.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Enjoy. It's just somber. They got like a sad version of Final Countdown. We're leaving together.
Final countdown.
Still, it's farewell.
It's all in minor key.
Yeah. It's the final countdown.
They're just really upset with Andrew Zarian right now. That's really what
No,
it comes-
Tony sadly did not reply to my 90210 tweet. Very, very disappointed. Like, what's he doing with his life if it's not to reply to my 90210 tweet?
Let's see if this special account is up yet. Ah, it's locked. Who's the one follower? I can't see it. I'll tell you afterwards. The super secret X account. It's not there. Come on, I never want to talk about this shit again. Jeremy, check your email.
I don't have an email. Oh, I got an email.
From?
Sportsbet 365. Or
They're saying AEW's out of business too?
they're letting me know that I have a early payout on soccer.
Oh, good for
I
them.
care to bet. I've like never bet soccer in my life, but
Oh,
just in
they're
case
in-
I wanted to.
they're announcing it in Fight Forever.
Wow.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Deals. GG. And we're going to find out how much AEW Fight Forever costs today. Fight Forever. By the way, Mike Straw is an excellent journalist in the gaming field. He had the scoop. Go read his story. All about the AEW game and the next plans. AEW Fight Forever.
All right. I'm giving this like 5 more minutes, and if nothing happens, we're
Yeah,
outta
no, I'm
here.
fine with that. $39.99 for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not doing that. Not interested. Yeah, Britt Baker really got it right, having a second job. Smart. Why haven't they gotten to the fireworks factory yet? Jeremy, I think I think AEW is dead.
It appears so, everyone.
It's a very sad ending to our show.
That's what happens, you know. It's the funeral, Joel. I told you. It's the funeral.
It's the final countdown. Na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da. We should all wear our best funeral hats.
I like how like one hat. It's a giant friggin' red hat that I have.
Perfect. Don't wear that in public. People get real mad about wearing giant red hats.
Do you think Legentil stopped the announcement?
I think so. Yeah. First it was pizza. Now it's announcements. Guys, this is very sad.
Look, we didn't know it was coming at 12. We were just kind of hoping.
No,
that
I was told. I was told
really. Wow.
noon.
Wow. Joel
Yeah.
exposing that he was told noon.
I was told noon, no later, no earlier. I need to see it right now. Redmond Survivor, use your clout.
You were told noon.
I was told noon. Was I told noon or was I told around noon? I was told. Hold on, I gotta look. I was told it's noon.
Okay.
The worst. Can't trust any of these people.
No.
This is a good question. If AEW is dead, who is going to pay Fightful now?
Yeah, true.
Listen, I had one Scoops game gig, and that was Slammiversary. And I did good on that, like 98%. TK announced he's purchased Mindy's Bakery in Chicago. Thanks to
Oh,
Ryan.
could you imagine?
The level of petty that would be so perfect for that. I would do that. Listen, we've maintained the audience throughout. I'm very, very shocked. Breaking hearts because AEW is canceled. My source was Timecock, for the record. Max Cocker was very honest with me about the noon thing. Apparently, Max Cocker doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Well, he travels through time, so noon
Maybe
to
it was noon
him,
his time.
yeah, is somewhere different.
Oh, that's true. Come on, WBD. Oh,
right.
This came from Fightful Select, not Twitter. Just putting that out there.
What
This-
came from Vice Select?
What I put on the simulcast on Max in January.
Yeah, it was
That came from Fightful Select. That was us.
Yeah.
In fact, Sean Ross Sapp was just in our room here talking
Allegedly.
about it.
Allegedly.
This really is an exciting episode for things that are scheduled to happen.
Yeah.
This,
Guests didn't show up. Announcements aren't made.
yeah, our guest didn't show up. I get it. You got to. The edible probably hit, and he's still bug-eyed and unsure of things. I get it. I've been there. Speedbug saying it could be 12 California time, which is 2 p.m. But that would be 3 p.m.
California time would be 3. Yeah. Oh wait, there's an email, another email. Oh, this is like me. Oh, this is questions. Who cares?
Oh, questions.
Nothing to do with an announcement of any sorts. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
I think we're calling it.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna talk about it on Monday, and by Monday I mean Friday.
I was about to say, what, are we skipping Friday? I mean, I know Two Show Joel over here might want to skip Friday, but
We could. Would you
you
like to
can. I'm not skipping Friday. There's gonna be a lot to talk about on Friday. What?
He's got a very funny DM, completely unrelated to this conversation. I'll tell you afterwards.
All right.
Fridays are now rebranded as Mondays, so we'll see you on Monday. We'll be back 10 a.m. Eastern on the former Friday. Jeremy, anything to plug?
No.
Jeremy and Jensen will be here
Well,
tomorrow
okay,
for
go ahead.
Spotlight in
Sorry.
the morning, 8:30 a.m. ish.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say happy anniversary to my lovely wife. I'm gonna go celebrate that. Something will happen there. We'll have an announcement. No, we won't.
Uh-oh.
No.
People usually wait a little while to do that. Hey, to my fellow Jews, it is the beginning tonight of the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. So, Shana Tova, Happy New Year. Hope everyone is well and safe and happy and has a joyous New Year. Enjoy it with the people you love. For Jeremy Lambert, I am Actual Pearl, JOELPARL. I saw that and I just cracked up. Oh, where was I? Ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. We'll see you on Friday at noon. No, Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Maybe it'll be noon. Executive producers, TBD. There's an outro video I can set now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.